doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing is Newton. Slant route, caught by Edelman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is Tolbert, the fullback, and he gets it down to the 32. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Newton. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point, and that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that, but boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Keeper. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Connects with Sanu right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
7 yards remaining here on third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Shift together here from the D-line. Tolbert, the fullback. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Newton on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And it's now 4th and 3.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Taken in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Great job defensively. I think the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, they run with Stewart. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Stewart is the lone setback. Try to shake off the interception. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Red 38.
On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Ginn. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his fullback, Mike Tolbert, and it's 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And caught left side, Olsen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken at the 46. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Let's go. What? 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now they'll run with Tolbert. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give the fullback Tolbert, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Now there's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Stewart is the lone setback. Newton on third down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This is Stewart again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Third and long, it's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Garrett Swanson now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is brought in at the 21. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. 2-point game, they have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they'd better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stewart is the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A give to the fullback on the dive. And a short gain down to about the 33. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Newton gives off to Stewart, and he stopped immediately there. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Perkins on 3rd down. And he'll go down at the 28. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, got 4 down.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.